What's up, gang? How you guys doing? It is Lieutenant Sound Blue, 28-year law enforcement veteran and the author of the top 25 mistakes en route to the good life. I'm coming at you guys today with my daily podcast, and boy, oh boy, am I boiling over. I'm boiling over today because I failed. I failed at everything that I attempted to do today. There was not anything that I did today that I felt that was important that succeeded. How about that, right? You ever have one of those days, man? You ever have one of those days where your failures just started, they just started, I don't know, you know how when the boulder, you're trying to push it up the hill and it just happened to slip and it rolls you over and keeps rolling you over. It becomes a big old avalanche of failures, man. And that's what I had going on today, man. I had it going on, and it cost me. It cost me a lot of money today. It cost me a lot of time today. It just cost me way more than I would have wanted to pay today for my failures, right? So that's my day. That's my day. And guys, it is what it is. I am an emotional being, and I feel my failures all out. I feel them all out, man. I feel them all out because, hey, if you're not feeling your failures, you're probably not going to feel your victories too much, right? So my question for the day is, so what do I do now, right? So what do I do now that I failed so much today? And so you know how you fail so much that you have to laugh in order to avoid screaming at the top of your lungs or crying your heart out for your failures, right? I'm not at that point, but guys, I do have to giggle and laugh a little bit because today kicked my ass. Today kicked my ass for my failures. So as the question is, what do I do now? That's the question of the day, right? Because the funny part about all my failures today is no one cares, right? No one around me cares. As I like to say, gives two shakes of a lamb's tail about my failures today. And you know, and I get it. I get it, right? You know, to be honest, right? They barely even notice my accomplishments, things that I've done that I'm so proud about and I feel good about. They barely even notice that, right? And I'm talking about my family and my friends, people the closest to me. And the reason for this is because everybody thinks that their event, including me, right? Everybody thinks that their event is the most important life-changing thing in the world. So when you're out there and you're doing something, you really feel like you have an audience of a billion checking you out, cheering you on, waiting for you to either make a mistake, right? Or to win, make the game-winning basket, succeed, right? To move forward and make that big, huge accomplishment. And so when we run around in our lives, right, and we think that the whole world is revolving around us, what happens is, man, the letdowns become twice as hard, right? And the victories, okay, when you realize nobody's watching, become less satisfied. So that is where we're at, guys. And at this point, God bless you, Shelby. At this point in my life, right, you would think that I could bounce back, like bounce up quick from my failures, and like with ease, with no problem. But the truth is, guys, in my mind, there's a point where I hear the self-talk, guys, the words that are coming from all the other people who have told me that I was going to not make it, that I was going to fail, that I was not going to achieve this or achieve that, or put me down on things that I've done. I feel it bubble up, right? and it starts to talk to me. It starts to talk to me, and I call it self-talk. But the truth is that it is not my voice that is truly talking to me. It is those voices that come around, and I'm gonna tell you, right? A lot of us think that this is self-talk, so that's why I named it that way. A lot of us think that this is self-talk, but this is not talk that is coming for you guys. This is talk that is coming from all your critics, and I know that it is getting really close to me succeeding because things are going really bad right now. Right? Things are going really bad right now in so many areas of my life that I'm trying to improve, so many areas of my life that I'm trying to make better. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to miraculously just hit a stride and it's all going to start rocking and rolling for me, but the important point is that um, I got to get back up. I got to get back up, and I got to get back on that bike, and I got to keep going. Okay, because if you don't, that means the self-talk of all of those voices from years and years of past of putting you down is going to start to win, and you can't allow them to win, guys. You can't allow the self-talk to win when it comes to you going out there and trying to achieve the life that you want. So that's what I'm talking about, guys. I'm talking about you getting back up after getting knocked down 101 times, right? Getting back up for the 102nd time. And even though it seems like it's crazy, I'm telling you guys that that is what you got to do. Now, that is the point that I would love for somebody to acknowledge my struggle, right? Tell me to keep pushing. You know, because when you get knocked down 101 times, you have a tendency to hear very loudly the people who are telling you that you're not going to make it, and very softly the people who are telling you to keep going, right? Because competition in the world, as you become an adult, is a lot more intense, okay? When you are trying to achieve things that other people are trying to achieve, when you're trying to grab what people believe to be scarce resources, even though, as I told you guys over and over again, there's no scarce resources when it comes to money, guys. When it comes to success, there's no scarce resources. There's room for everybody. So take that out of your head, because I also don't want you to be living in scarcity or acting based on panic. So I don't want you guys to do that either. So, but the truth is, right? Nobody is going to acknowledge your successes, right? And nobody is going to tell you when you fail, right, to keep pushing forward. It's just what it is, man. And so, because I know that I'm not going to get that from anybody, I have began to become my own biggest cheerleader, you know. And this has helped me to build up my own personal resilience, right? So I get knocked down, I get knocked on my ass, and I'm laying down, and it hurts, man. It hurts because, you know, when you feel like you almost grab the rung of success and you fall all the way back to the bottom, it's disheartening, man. It's disheartening to fail over and over again in things that you just knew that you were going to make it. You just knew that you finally had it, right? And you have to put it off for another day. You have to put it off for another day because your time ran out, right? My time today has run thin. And I realize now that I didn't get up early enough, and I didn't start hitting it hard enough early enough. Okay? That was my mistake. And you have to learn from that mistake, right? So you add that mistake to all your other failures, right? And you take it and say, okay, well, tomorrow I'm going to get up a lot earlier, and I'm going to start hitting it a lot harder, okay? And make a difference in tomorrow, because I can't get today back. I can't get today back. And so that's what it is, man. When you fail something, and a day has run long, and you've tried and tried and tried, and you just can't pull in any more mental capacity to make another effort, guys, you got to wrap it up and reset. You got to wrap it up and reset for the day. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm not going to lie about this. I would love, I would love to have a few drinks right now, right, and just to self-soothe myself, right, with a little bit of a inebriation, right. But I've also embarked on my 90-day sobriety, right? So because I embarked on my 90-day sobriety, I have to now deal with the thoughts that I never had to deal with before, right? Because at the end of a hard day, you have a couple of drinks and you just ease on into the evening and you can reset tomorrow, right? But with me, no. What's going to be working my brain all night is the failures that I had today, the things that I didn't achieve today, the things that I didn't do that I should have done, okay, are going to be the things that haunt me, okay, in my life, right? This is what's going to be going on, guys. So it is very, very important for you guys to understand, right, that my challenge, my sobriety challenge is actually probably one of the best things that I could have done during this time of year, because I believe that during this time of year, a lot of people fall into depression and sadness. And what they begin to do is they begin to drink too much. They begin to be far less productive. And their bounce back, man, their bounce back from failure is null and void, because you could just simply when you wake up, you just start drinking yourself back down into that illusion that everything is okay, right? And I don't want you guys to do that. So I got about 45 days remaining in my sobriety, and so at this point in time, even though I thought about it, it is not an option. Believe it or not, man, I am actually working the stimulant on this, and I got me a cup of coffee because it's cold out here. And so I'm sipping on my coffee, and I got my brain going, and I'll try to figure out how I can solve the problem of what I'm working with today. Listen, I'll tell you something funny. I'm also trying to fix my lawnmower, which I failed at, right? Spent about $200 on a new battery today. Money that I definitely didn't have, because it was supposed to go toward a whole marketing campaign that I'm running for December, Black Friday, Christmas, and everything else. I spent it. I spent it on the battery, thinking that it would be a quick fix. I would get this done. I would get out there and do a couple of chores outside of my house, and it'd be done. Failed in that. Did not achieve what I thought I was going to achieve. It was kind of nice out today, so I put all the Christmas lights out and everything else, and I go to turn it on, and the fuses blew in the lights, and so I didn't accomplish that today either. I'm literally have to either get new lights or figure out if I buy new fuses, is that going to work for the lights? So I'm dealing with that today as well, and so many other things. I was writing and had an issue with my hard drive. My hard drive is has trapped all of my information for my second book, and I can't get it out. So I'm dealing with that, and I'm reeling, right? So I go from one thing and try to achieve another, and I go to the next thing and I try to achieve another, and I go to the next thing and I try to achieve another, and I failed at each and every one of those things today. And guess what? As I told my wife the other day, the best part about today is it only comes along once, man. Is it only comes along once, and everything that you've done today, you need to use it to build toward tomorrow. So so the reason why I'm talking about failure in today's podcast is because it's a part of my life, man. Failure is a part of my life, and it's a part of your life, and even though you don't want it to be, it is part of your life. And without failures, guys, you will never truly enjoy success. Without failures, you'll never truly come around to appreciate some of the things that you've worked for, right? And literally, if you're going to be satisfied about something in life, you're going to have to work for it. There's going to have to be some trials and some tribulations. I mean, all good things, even though they say good things come to those who wait, right? Good things come to those who don't quit. Good things come to those who have resilience. Good things come to those who put in work consistently and continuously and keep getting up every time they fall down. That's who good things come to. You don't just sit around and wait and they're going to come to you. Nobody's going to come and bring you a damn thing, guys. It is not going to happen. So when and the funny part is, as you guys hear my Akita barking in the background, Shelby's super quiet, by the way. But Akita's a little puppy. She barks in the background. And the funny thing I was saying about today is, and this is how you can have a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? As one thing failed and the next thing failed and the next thing failed, I was like, listen, I might as well go ahead and do my podcast because I'm 100% sure, right, in the middle of my podcast, either the battery's going to die or Akita's going to start barking. So the battery hasn't died yet, right, and I haven't lost that information, but Akita's definitely barking. So at least that when you start thinking about that, even though it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, you are prepared for it. So the good thing that come out of this is I'm prepared for it, and I continue on to talk to you guys and just add it to my podcast and just let it be a part of me and a part of my life and something that I'm talking to you guys about today. Now, as I said before, failure is a part of my life, and I would not change it for anything in the world. You know, I like failures. I like failures, and it doesn't, and they don't feel good. I like failures because of the contrast. I like failures because of the contrast. It's because I fail hard, right? I fail hard because I try hard. I fail hard because I give a true effort. I fail hard because I put my heart into everything that I do. So if I put my heart into everything that I do, of course I'm going to feel these failures when I am failing, right? And now, and I'm gonna tell you guys something. In the same sentence that I would tell you that I failed, right? That I failed today. I just, and I just want to go to bed. I just want to wrap up today, call it quits, reset my day. This is me, right? This is me, and it's not even 7:30 yet. And so I tell you all of this stuff, and I want to quit and I want to give up for the day. And in the same sentence, my wife tells me we had a great day. Right? How amazing is that, right? She says we had a great day because of all the things that she accomplished with my help. So think about that, right? So think about that and take all of that into perspective. Um, as hard as I was on myself, beating myself up, straight up pity party, right? Pity party. My wife turns around and tells me that we had a great day because of my help. She accomplished so much because of the efforts I put in to help her. Now, you could take that as, okay, well, maybe that's why you were distracted on some things, but I take it as, right, I was more focused on helping my wife out and giving value than I was focused on myself, right? Things that I needed to do for myself. So that is powerful, guys. And so, I mean, it could say something about my character. It could not say something about my character, right? But what I want to tell you guys is that the power lies when it comes to failure and success is what are you doing to help others achieve the life that they want? What are you doing to help people that you love, people that you care for, accomplish some things, right? How are you helping other people to move their life forward? Are you totally and completely so self-immersed in the things that you are trying to achieve that you totally and completely disregard everybody around you? Is that what you're doing? I'm telling you guys that is how you believe that you're a failure. When you continue to self-immerse yourself in just your things and what you're doing in life, and you miss out on everything around you that's super, super important, things that you need to be doing to have a better life. You miss out on it, right? And so in life, when you are constantly looking inward, right, inward for your personal rewards, you lose the power, guys, to measure your success by the value you give others, right? This is the key to having a better life. This is the key to having a better relationship. This is the key, right, to being able to get back up, okay, and go at it again, whatever you're trying to achieve for yourself, right? Because I believe, guys, and as a matter of fact, I don't believe, I know for 100% certainty, right, that when you are trying to help someone else to achieve their accomplishments, you are constantly working on becoming a better you. I even believe that you are more focused when you're helping other people to try to achieve something that they want to achieve, right? Because especially if it's somebody you love, you don't want to let them down. You want them to know that you truly love them, that you truly care for them, and that you're giving them 100% of your effort. So guys, use this magic. This is this is magnificent magic, right? Use this magic formula to start achieving things that you want, right? Now, how am I talking about, right? How is helping my wife accomplish things that she wants going to help me to achieve the things that I want? Well, here's the deal, guys, believe it or not, is when you begin to try to accomplish things that are a whole lot bigger than yourself, right? Things that are so humongous that you can't do them on your own. You know, little knicky-knack things that I told you guys about earlier. Yeah, I try to do those things on my own. Fix my lawnmower, do the lights, right? You know, figure out my hard drive. Try to do those things on my own. But, right, when you have a much bigger vision, you don't even think twice about doing it on your own. You start to bring in other people. And when you have that big enough vision and you start bringing in other people, that is when you begin to truly dig deep down and start focusing, because now it's just not you. Other people depend on you. And when other people depend on you, you start to just work harder. You start to have a lot more resilience, right? You start to not even think twice about staying down, right? When you get knocked down and you're with a team of people and they're still going forward and you get knocked on your ass, you don't lay there and watch everybody keep fighting the battle and keep going forward. No, man. You get back up and you get into the fight. That is what you do. You get back up and you get into the fight. You continually fight, okay, until you guys are victorious as a team. So, and that is how you do it, guys. And I'm not telling you guys, right, to disregard your desires, to make achievements in your life. I'm not telling you to do that, right? I'm just telling you that in going all in, right, and going all in, you have to also learn not to beat yourself up with your soon-to-be unlimited amount of failures, right? You are going to fail more times than you could possibly imagine. So I'm telling you guys, don't beat yourself up, because every time you fail, it is a lesson to be learned, right? You fail something, man. Keep a pad and paper, keep a notebook, keep something. You fail something, write it down, man. Write it down on a piece of paper. And I tell people, write down 3 things that you tried today that you failed at, that you're going to attempt to do once again tomorrow. Write down 3 things. Write them on a piece of paper and make sure that you sleep on that. Make sure that you sleep on that and you think about that, because when you sleep on that and you think about that, what begins to happen is your subconscious mind is constantly working on that problem, guys. It is constantly working on trying to figure out how it's going to help you achieve success in that area. Write it down, man. I keep a journal by my bed, right? I keep a pad and paper on my kitchen table. I keep one in my office, my sala, and I'm always writing things down when I hear something, when I think about something, when I read something, because I feel that if I write enough things down, eventually while I'm asleep, all of those things are going to be put together into a solution for tomorrow's problem. So that is how you guys begin to get back up from your failure, man. That is how you, no matter how much it hurts, right? You get up and you smile and you go, okay, that was interesting. That failure was interesting. That failure hurt, and I won't have to deal with that failure again tomorrow because I'm going to try a different approach. So hopefully this session today helped you guys because I know for a fact that it helped me. That's another thing, man. Listen, don't be afraid to talk to people about your failures. Okay? Me, I talk to you guys, right? Because there's not really any people around me. I have my children, and my wife, right? I don't really bring all of that to them on a regular basis, right? I try to be the one to help them to move forward, not the one who brings problems, but I bring solutions. So make that your thing, guys. Start to talk about your problems, and you don't have to, and particularly talk to people. You could just record yourself and talk on the camera and play it back to yourself. I saw the most awesome thing that a person was doing on his phone. He was giving himself little pep talks. He'd fail at something, right? And because he failed at something, he had a little playback on his phone of a pep talk that he did when he was feeling fantastic, right? A pep talk that he did when he was succeeding at something. And he would play it back to himself, to pep talk himself, to keep himself going, guys. And I thought that was very, very innovative. Maybe you guys can use something like that to keep you going on the things that you're trying to achieve. So listen, man, I'm going to wrap it up for today because I do have more things that I would like to fail at today, things that I would like to go for, go all in, man, because I'm not done. Matter of fact, I'm so energized that I talked to you guys about this that I'm going for it one more time. I'm going to figure something out, okay? So here we go once again, man. You guys have a great night. Make sure you hop on over to Lieutenant Style Blue, pick up a copy of my book, Top 25 Mistakes and Route to the Good Life. Listen, I may have failed at a lot of things. I didn't fail at getting this information out to you guys here, right? $9.95, you guys pay the shipping. I got a order form bump where you guys can get my audiobook as well. Check that out. As well as, man, go over to all the social media platforms, including Reddit and Blogger, man. I am on all of them now. And shoot me a DM at Lieutenant Sound Blue, and I will get back to you. And you can tell me what you would like for me to talk about on tomorrow's podcast. So today, I was supposed to talk about the pain of loss or something from 48 Laws of Power. That's what I told you guys yesterday. Did not work out that way, and I figured since I'm failing, I'm going to fail all in on today's podcast. So that's what I did. So anyway, man, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. You guys have a fantastic evening, right? And don't forget, man, tomorrow is a new beginning. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is a new start. So don't let today ruin tomorrow, right? Write down your 3 questions that you need to think about while you sleep, and get up in the morning full of energy, okay? And go out there and tackle your day, man. This is Lieutenant Sal Blue. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Deuces. All right.